Perfect. Greetings and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast over here on Facebook, and welcome to the broadcast over here on Periscope. Sharing is caring. Excuse me. Pause, I need some water. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you for your patience. So sharing is caring. Make sure that you share the broadcast with your friends and your followers. And welcome, Dr. Emily. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining me. So come on in the room and let's go ahead and get started. So for those of you who don't know who I am, who have never been with me before, I am Dr. Michelle Clay. I am speaker, Amazon #1 best-selling author, and your holistic physician who specializes in the release of stress simply and naturally through my coaching programs, speaking engagements, blogs, and these live streams. Then I give you practical tools, strategies, empowering you to release your stress and live a life that's healthy, happy, in harmony, so that you can live your free life on purpose and with passion. Welcome to my replay viewers. So today is Wednesday. So it's Wednesday's Wellness Wisdom Pearl with Dr. Michelle Clay. Today's Wellness Wisdom Pearl, peaches. So here's the thing. Let me show it over here on Facebook. So here's the thing with peaches. First of all, I want to say that I dedicate this broadcast to my grandparents, my maternal grandparents. And I'll show you a picture of them. Can you see the good picture of them? Oh, it's a little glare. Oh, that's better. You see the picture of them? So this right here is Ralph Jackson and Martha Louise Jackson. And the reason why I dedicate this broadcast to them, and when today's Wellness Wisdom Pearl is talking about peaches, is because my grandfather is from Cartersville, Georgia. Everyone knows, if I have any viewers who are from Georgia, you know you are from the peach state. And you're glad that Georgia is on your mind. But the first time that my grandparents had their date, their very first date, my grandmother said she had on this beautiful peach-colored jumpsuit. Oh, hey, Mr. Ron from Southern California. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful time out there. But she had this beautiful peach-colored pantsuit on. And when my grandfather came to pick her up, he said, she looks so beautiful. And from that time on until he took his last breath, he called her Peaches. So that's my little story for today, and honoring them, honoring my ancestors. So let's go ahead and get started with some health benefits of peaches and why they are important for you to incorporate into your diet and how it relates to releasing of stress. Thank you for the hearts. So number 1, peaches, plums, nectarines, as well as almonds are all in the same family. Peaches, nectarines, and plums are considered stone fruits, okay? So one thing that's really good about peaches is they're a good source of fiber. For every peach is approximately 3 grams of fiber in that. And I wonder if am I stuck over here on, it looks like I'm stuck on Facebook. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay. What's up, homie? Trunk 6969. Okay, I don't know who you are. I just know your screen name, but I don't know your real name. I guess you're from where I'm from. I'm not sure. But continuing, one peach contains about 3 grams of fiber. That's important because a lot of people have digestive issues, especially constipation. Now, I have had clients before that have told me that they only move their bowels maybe every 3 or 4 days. I'm like, my word, thank you for inviting your followers, Dr. Emily. But as many times as you eat a day, that's as many times as you should evacuate. And most of the time, what keeps people from moving their bowels on a regular basis is, number one, their diet. Their food intake. What kind of foods are you taking in? If you have a diet high in processed foods, it is not high in fiber, such as your fresh fruits and vegetables like our Pearl today, peaches, then you're not giving it anything to flush things out. Another reason that people have, thank you for the hearts, a lot of issues with constipation, they do not drink enough water. Water intake is vital. It is vital. You have to keep the body lubricated and give it something to help flush things out and keep things moving. Now, a lot of times, how is this related to stress? Because a lot of times when people experience chronic stress, yes, their diet changed because they're stress eating, but you can have constipation, diarrhea, nausea, things like that. So the first thing, I am so addicted to soda that I rarely drink water. I can't get myself to drink water. Okay, at Noodles. So one thing that you can do to increase your water intake is make the fruit infusions. So I have seen these fruit infusions at Whole Foods, and one bottle high at $343,475, and they're like $5, $3 or $5 for one little bottle. If whatever fruit that you like, you can make an infusion at home, and then that way it gives it a little more flavoring. So I challenge you at Noodles to replace 1 cup of water with 1 soda per day, and just titrate up from that. Okay, because the thing about it is soda is a lot of sugar. Even if you are addicted to diet sodas, then what is happening, that's synthetic chemicals. Okay, some of the chemicals that they use to replace sugar with will increase your likelihood and contribute to cancer. So at Noodles, you would just have to be creative. See, I love water. See, I had to get some. I love water, and that's mostly all that I drink, and maybe some tea. I very rarely do juices unless I make my own juice. Let's see, they sell machines that can turn water or any drink into soda by adding gas. So for you, it's the whole thing that you need bubbles. If you need bubbles, then start with sparkling water. You know, whenever you're in Europe, especially in France, then if you order water, they want to know, do you want it gas or syngas? Syngas means without gas. And then if you're still struggling because you're so accustomed to having sodas with flavoring, you can still infuse your sparkling water with fruit. So whatever fruit that you like, you can add mint, and that's very refreshing and also helps the digestive system. So I hope that helps you at Noodles. I hope those are some good tips for you on Wednesday's Wellness Wisdom Pearl with Dr. Michelle Clay. So if you like peaches, you can throw some peaches in there, since that's our pearl for the day, peaches. Number 2. Let's see. Yes, thank you so much. Never thought about the sparkling water. Yes, and you can even add like citrus, lemons, limes, oranges, something like that. If you want to, because you really like soda, so that's a lot of sugar. If you want to add a little honey or something. So I'm glad that was helpful for you. So number 2, when you were talking about being addicted to sodas, and I was talking about synthetic sugars, have a link to increased risk of cancer. That brings me to my next point for our Pearl today, peaches. Antioxidants. Peaches are loaded and a really great source of antioxidants. Now, why are antioxidants important? I know we hear the buzzword, but I'm going to break it down very simply for you, because I believe that if you empower people with information, it will help activate their transformation. So why antioxidants are important? There's a process in the body called oxidative stress, and you produce free radicals whenever you put in various toxins, exposed to various toxins like those sodas, okay, and other processed foods, different pollutants in the air. And so antioxidants help scavenge these and decrease oxidative stress. Now, oxidative stress is thought to contribute to chronic diseases such as arthritis, cardiovascular disease, even things like diabetes and obesity, okay, and cancer. So that's the link that I was talking about. So peaches, oh, thank you so much for the hearts over here on Periscope. So peaches can help with that because they're a really great source of antioxidants. Now, especially if you eat the whole fruit, peel included. Now, I know with peaches, some people may feel that they can't seem to get past the fuzz. But if you slice it, and you can just be very creative. If you should go to, if you are on Facebook, you who are over here on Facebook, if you're not a part of my private community, then you should join Wellness Wow Factor. That is my private community on Facebook, and in there, I am going to post a recipe, a delicious recipe for peaches. Okay, so the peel, more so than the pulp, has higher levels of antioxidants. Also, be aware that the fresh raw peach is best. Whenever, and leave it on the counter. Whenever you chill peaches, whenever you put them in the refrigerator, then you're decreasing the amount of antioxidants. Also, when you can peaches. Now, of course, here's one thing you have to be mindful of. Natural sugar is best. So the natural fructose that's in fruits and vegetables, your body processes it differently and better. It's a complex sugar than simple sugars in things like your sodas at Noodles, candies, things like that. But still, it's a little bit higher glycemic index food. So if you are diagnosed with something like diabetes or pre-diabetic, then what you should do is monitor the amount of peaches. Now, especially, like I said, my roots are from Georgia, okay? My papa, I showed you his picture. I'll show you again. My roots are from Georgia. This is my papa from Cartersville, Georgia. So I have a preference for Georgia peaches. If anyone is joining me from California, I am sorry, but every time I have had a California peach, it was just dry. It wasn't juicy. The last time I had a good peach was from Georgia. I found a gentleman on the side of the road and bought a bag of peaches, and it was a heavenly, divine, almost, dare I say, orgasmic experience. The peach had such a smooth, silky consistency. It was juicy. It was sweet. I felt like heaven had come in my mouth. So for anyone who feels that you have to wait till you die to go to heaven, have a good piece of fruit. That was a heavenly experience. I experienced heaven on earth just eating that peach. So it's dear and close to my heart. Okay, tip number 3 for peaches, the health benefit of peaches, phytochemicals. There are certain phytochemicals contained in peaches. Now remember, peaches, nectarines, plums are all in the same family. So if you eat any of these, you're going to get these same kind of health benefits. But these phytochemicals that are contained in these particular fruit, which is in the class of stone fruits, are good because they have anti-inflammatory, anti-obesity, and anti-diabetic qualities. They also help with the cardiovascular system because some of these phytochemicals help decrease cholesterol, specifically LDL. How many grams of creative do you take a day? Creatine. I do not take the supplement creatine. I don't take that, to be honest with you. And thank you for your question. To be honest with you, I really do not take that many supplements. I really try to get everything that I need with my diet. I'm a vegetarian. And this brings me to another point. I just want to get huge. Huge how? What, huge with muscle? Is that what you mean? So let me challenge you to this. Big Arnold Schwarzenegger looking. Okay, so here's the thing. There is, and I don't know his name, but look him up for the bodybuilder who is vegan. And he is an award-winning bodybuilder, and he's vegan. I learned a great lesson one day when I was horseback riding, because horses are like one big pile of muscle. Must be a Canadian, I don't know. One big pile of muscle with 4 legs. And just think of the strength and the power of horses. And guess what? Vegan is the death man. Well, I'm just trying to give you, some make me see the witch doctor. Okay, here's the thing. Horses are vegans. They only eat vegetables. They don't eat meat. So my thing is this. If you want to focus on getting big as well as your health, you do not want to get really big, muscular, like you said, Arnold Schwarzenegger big, and then your health is compromised. There are particular bodybuilders who use some of these supplements, and they're so high in protein that it can damage your kidneys, especially if they're using some kind of synthetic steroid for bulk purposes. It messes with your testosterone, and from my understanding, and your cardiovascular system. And to my understanding, a lot of them, since you're a man, they might be big up here, but they're real wee below the waist. So do you want that? Do you want that? Do you want to be small below the waist in the wee department? I mean, I don't know, because I personally, if I were a man, wouldn't want that. And if I were your woman, I wouldn't want that. I'm just saying, since you brought it up. So you have to be mindful. It's very important whenever you have certain health, wellness goals in mind, even goals for your career. What did I walk into? Well, I'll tell you. One of the viewers asked me about creatinine because he wanted to get really big, like Arnold Schwarzenegger big in the muscular department. And I was telling him that there was an award-winning bodybuilder who's a vegan. And he feels that vegan is the death of man. And so I'm just admonishing him to be mindful that don't focus on your outer appearance if it's going to compromise your health. And a lot of bodybuilders have health issues because they're focused on the outside. They take all these different substances, supplements. They have kidney problems, cardiovascular problems. So that's what you walked into. So back to peaches. Another thing, tip number 4, that peaches are really a good source of are B vitamins. Now, me being a holistic physician who specializes in the release of stress simply and naturally, things like B vitamins are excellent because B vitamins help feed and nourish the nervous system. Whenever you are dealing with chronic stress, that is an assault, first of all, to your nervous system, and then a cascade of events result in, with the high cortisol levels, Dr. Jerisa is alive, right? Oh, that's on something else. A cascade of events that affects every system in your body. Chronic stress can exacerbate cholesterol levels, sugar levels, and blood pressure. And remember, I said that peaches are a good source of phytochemicals, which have anti-inflammatory, anti-obesity, and anti-diabetic effects. So I've kind of gotten off off track a little bit because I've had questions and I want to address your questions. Thank you so much for submitting and being engaged and interactive. So tip number 1 for our Wednesday Wellness Wisdom Pro of peaches, they're a good source of fiber. 1 peach has approximately 3 grams of fiber. Number 2, a good source of antioxidants, and I explained why, because antioxidants contribute to chronic diseases. Tip number 3, a good source of phytochemicals, so therefore they have anti-obesity, anti-inflammatory, and anti-diabetic effects, and can help the health of your cardiovascular system, i.e. help reduce LDL, the bad cholesterol. Tip number 4, a good source of B vitamins. So all of these things can help you release your stress. It all goes hand in hand. Do not compartmentalize your wellness, your health, your goals. It's all related and connected. And then you can have even more of these tips and deep dive into releasing stress simply and naturally, and how to incorporate more foods and strategies to live that life by registering for the From Stress to Stunning live webinar, 5 steps to a successful stress-free life. For you who is over here on Periscope, the link is in the description box. For you who is on Facebook, I put the link, and I'm going to put it in the chat box as well, up on the screen, and it is bit.ly/stress to stunning. So you want to be your stunning self. See, the first date that my grandparents had, remember I dedicated this broadcast to my grandparents because the first date that they had, my grandmother had on a peach colored pantsuit and she looked stunning. She looked stunning in her peach suit. So from that day forth till my grandfather took his last breath, he called her Peaches. So if you want to get your stunning, you want to release that stress and get your stunning back, honey, that wellness wow factor, then you need to register for the live webinar that I am having Tuesday, August 8th, 8/8, at 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. Hi, Dr. Donna, 8 p.m. EST this very same time at bit.ly/stressed to stunning. So that is the broadcast today. And like I said, if you are on Facebook, join my private community, Wellness Wow Factor, where I will be posting a recipe for peaches. It will be simple, it will be fresh, it will be natural, just like how I help you release your stress. So until next time, this is Wednesday's Wellness Wisdom Pro with Dr. Michelle Clay. Oh, thank you so much. What's that? Miss J.E. Dixon. Thank you so much for that. Today's Wellness Wisdom Pro Peaches. I'm Dr. Michelle Clay, speaker, author. Can you retype the link again, please? Okay, I'm over here on Facebook. Someone was asking. I sure will. bit.ly/stressed to stunning. Okay, I hope it came up that time, Dr. Dawn. Thank you so much for that. I think I saw where it was. I am speaker, Amazon best-selling author, and your holistic physician who specializes in the release of stress simply and naturally through my coaching programs, speaking engagements, and live broadcasts such as this and blogs. I help busy professionals, overwhelmed overachievers, and exhausted executives. You know, the super wonder women. I help you find your place of happy, healthy harmony so that you can live your free life on purpose and with passion. I look forward to seeing you on the From Stress to Stunning webinar Tuesday, August 8th. Once again, to register, that is at bit.ly/stress to stunning. So in the meantime and in between time, I want you to be well, do something well for yourself, and have a positive, stress-free evening. Bye-bye.